Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're talking about the new Battlefield 2042 Arkangel Directive event that was just announced today. Obviously, this isn't the first time we've heard about there being a mid-season event in Season 5, but this is the first time we actually get to see the specifics of the event and what to expect. So, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you want to keep up with everything, pretty much FPS gaming, especially Battlefield 2042, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on. I do cover all the new games that come out, like BattleBit, XDefiant, all that sort of stuff. Let's just get right into this event. Like I mentioned previously, it is called the Arkangel Directive event, and it begins on July 11th. Some of you might remember the previous season's events. This is going to be extremely similar to the other season's events, where it has a special game mode that they put into the game, and there's skins tied to it, and a bunch of bundles and all sorts of stuff. It's no different here, except for the fact that this event might be running a week longer than some of the previous events. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but I'm pretty sure some of the previous events only lasted a week, whereas this event lasts until July 25th, which would make it a 2-week event. This time around, this event features a game mode called Control. It is, of course, a limited-time game mode specifically made for this event. I actually saw the person that made the game mode from DICE talking about it on Twitter. And from what we know about this game mode so far, it is 24v24, which is a player count that, in my opinion, Battlefield does not use very often. And in my opinion, it's also one of the best player counts. I think 48 player is heavily underrated, and I'm actually very excited to see a 48 player count game mode. This game mode will of course feature both infantry and vehicle combat, and the maps you can play this game mode on are going to be Reclaimed, Orbital, and Valparaiso, which I was also excited to see, because Valparaiso, it's kind of just sort of sectioned off in some of the Conquest playlists. You don't really get to play it that much, especially if you play Breakthrough, because, of course, Valparaiso isn't featured in Breakthrough at all. And the way you play this game mode is you essentially take and hold rotating flags. They're called Ascension Satellite Networks. And I'll put some pictures up on the screen so you guys get a better idea of what I'm trying to say here. But basically, they're different phases, and you sort of, connect those satellites or capture them. Then once you complete those objectives, it moves on to Phase 2. You have to do that again. Then Phase 3, do that again. It just sort of rotates throughout all of these different phases. In the last phase, both of the teams will actually lead into sort of a finale of sorts in the center of the map. And a huge part of this game mode is the fact that you can actually get ascension points to call in combat vehicles. You can request down using the menu system, just summon the ranger and all that stuff. The more ascension points you acquire via the satellites or your performance in combat, the more vehicles you can actually call in to help your team. So overall, this game mode actually looks pretty awesome. We'll have to see how it plays on all of the different maps, where the phases are, how the rotations are going to be, all that sort of stuff. But I am a huge fan of the 48 player count in this game mode, and I do think DICE should utilize that player count a lot more. As far as the rewards attached to this limited time event, in week 1, these are of course tied to playing the game mode and the event. You get a background, a weapon charm, and a weapon skin called Force Fusion for the M5A3. And for week 2, you get another background, an interneural headgear, I believe, for Falk, and the binary charge weapon skin for the G57. So DICE is definitely smart here with giving you options for skins for some of the most popular weapons in the game. G57, M5A3, and of course one of the most popular specialists, Falk. But I do have to admit that it does seem like DICE consistently puts out weapon skins for weapons that already have a bunch of skins. And I've always wondered, is that some sort of limitation with the actual skins on the weapons? Can they not make better skins for some of the weapons that don't have specific weapon skins, such as maybe the RPK or the SVD, or even some of the ARs, like perhaps the ACWR or the MTAR? It does always seem to be skins for the M5A3, G57, AM40, Avances, LCMG, DM7, and so on and so forth. And speaking of skins, we all know that in classic EA DICE fashion, they can't have a mid-season event without sneaking in some limited-time paid bundles. And I figured I'd mention these last because, to be honest with you, who is actually buying these? This screenshot that I just put in the background features everything in one shot that you can actually buy. The Ascendant Weapon, the Ascendant Warrior, and the Arkangel Bundle. The Arkangel Bundle includes all of the Arkangel Directive store items, so I guess that is something to mention. And the prices of these items goes as follows. The Ascendant Weapon is 1400 BFC, Ascendant Warrior is 1750 BFC, and Archangel Bundle is 2400 BFC. These are, of course, limited time skins from July 11th to the end of the event, which is July 25th. After this mid-season event is over and done with, the next thing on the horizon will, of course, be the Hourglass rework. Hourglass, as many of you watching this video might know, is probably widely considered to be one of the worst Battlefield maps ever, if not the worst Battlefield map ever. It is essentially a giant barren desert wasteland that has seen very little change since the launch of the game, and this will be its most substantial change yet. And for me personally, I am actually sort of interested to see how much smaller the layout is for Hourglass. I want to see how much they bring in the out-of-bounds lines, particularly in Conquest and Breakthrough. And of course, what are the other game modes going to look like? Rush, TDM, that sort of thing. And just some of the area changes, how they play. We've obviously seen some of them in screenshots and just little snippets that, of course, were leaked. But seeing it and playing it are two different things. So that is going to do it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Over 70% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed, so if you consistently watch the content and you enjoy the channel, just check if you're subscribed. You might not be, and you'd be very surprised that a lot of people actually are going, oh my god, I thought I was subbed, but they weren't. If you enjoyed the gameplay in the background, I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders. Drop my Twitch channel a follow in the description. It is free, and that is where I get all of my clips for the videos. So if you want to see those clips happen live, I'm live every single day, so typically go live between 2 or 3 p.m. EST. Join the Discord, follow me on Twitter. Those links are also in the description, and I'll just keep you guys up to date on Battlefield 2042 and other FPS games that I deem interesting. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.
Explosives in place!